Good morning, kids. Dad here. It is Monday, July 13, 2026, 8:22 in the morning. And I've been thinking a lot this past day, this past 24 hours, about being helpful. I've got this book that I've kind of made my blueprint for life. This little blue book. It's got 12 steps in it. And it's the book that helped me have a spiritual experience, a spiritual awakening. And it's the reason that I'm able to record these little videos for you every day. It's the reason I'm able to see you kids every 2 weeks. It's the reason I have a roof over my head, food in my stomach. I owe everything to this little blue book. And one thing I was meditating on and thinking about a lot yesterday, as I attended a few support group meetings, read through the book with a new guy, was how disheartening it can be here at Bravo Zulu House at times, where we get a lot of these guys who come in, and they're good human beings, most of them. Most of them are good human beings who are trying to do the right thing. But some of them just don't seem to get it. They want it, but it doesn't quite seem to click what they're missing. Why have they gone through treatments 12 times? Why can they do the right thing for 3 or 4 months and then make a really bad decision and have to reset and start all over? I can't say I have an answer to that question. I don't know, because that has not been my experience. Once I went through that magical book and those 12 steps, I haven't looked back yet. So what we call in sobriety and in recovery, what we call relapse, it's not a part of my story. But one thing I've been thinking about the past day and really chewing on, as I've seen a good friend return to the house after having had some time away in the penalty box for making a bad decision, is, these guys, they most of them have been around enough support group meetings, have been living in this recovery community long enough that they know a lot of the right words. They can speak the language a little bit, but you can still tell there's just something not quite clicking. And my challenge, my frustration, kids, is the guys I've had a chance to work with. I can't work with guys in the house. My job is to be the house manager. My job is to be the barracks NCO. Manage the house, make sure the rules are followed. That's my job. I cannot take these guys through that book. I do not manage them. I do not manage the people. I manage the property. I enforce the rules. But the guys I've taken through this book and through the steps, I do it pretty aggressively. I will sit down and give 3 to 4 hours a day of my time to a kid, to a man, to an adult. And I will give 3 to 4 hours of my time every day. And it takes around 2 weeks if I do that, to get him from the very first page all the way to the back of the book. And then we keep working together. We do some more stuff, right? There's a lot more areas to talk about, a lot of practical application, a lot of things that, as they learn the steps and go through the steps, then it becomes a matter of applying them in your daily life and how to do that appropriately. So it's not like 2 weeks and then good luck to you. But it's a 2-week boot camp. It's intensive. And because of that, I tend to work with guys who are hungry. They have to be hungry. Because if they only want to sit and go through the book once a week, they want to read a chapter a week, now you're on a 3-4 month plan to go through the book. Heck, that's just not me. That's not my experience. And it's also not what the book tells me. The book tells me next, we did, then, now, immediately. The book doesn't say, then we put the book down and wait a week to pick up the book again. So in any event, I tend to go through pretty quick and aggressively. And that's not to say that there's not other ways to do it, but that's my understanding. That's what's worked for me. That's what's worked for the guys that I've worked with. My moral dilemma here at Bravo Zulu House becomes when I see these guys who don't quite get it. And I know them well. They're my roommates. I spend time with them every day. From sunrise to sunset, I get to know them, right? I live 10 feet away from them. I sleep 10 feet away from them. Maybe 20 feet from some of them. Anyways, I get a good sense, and I can see through the talk and I can see the actions. I have a unique ability to see their actions. What are they doing outside the meetings? And some of these guys just don't quite seem to be willing to pick up the book, go through it, and do what the book says. To just try that. And it's frustrating because in my experience, I've yet to see a person fail who has picked up the book, read through it with another man, and tried doing what the book says. Every single person that I've seen do that has been successful. And the challenge I'm having where I'm at now is seeing some of these guys who don't quite get that. They don't quite understand that. Or for whatever reason, they're not able to do that. And I have to, as I spent a lot of time yesterday meditating on it, consulted with some people I respect, I have to continue to sit and watch these guys fail and watch the story play out. And I have to avoid playing God. It is not my place to say, all right, Jimbo, let's grab our books. Let's go sit out by the fire for 3 hours tonight. Let's go through the first 3 chapters together and share our notes and thoughts on them. I cannot do that. That is a tough thing. That is a tough thing because the solution, it's so close. It's right in these pages of this book. Right in the pages of this book. Tells us exactly what to do, how to do it. All we have to do is do that. And life gets really good. So today, kids, I'll be praying that somebody out there, I already did pray for them. I'll pray again. I'll continue to pray. That they try that. That they try reading the book with another person and try doing what it says and see what happens. Maybe, just maybe, it'll change your life. In the meantime, I get to watch these guys keep putting their hand on a hot stove. I got to keep biting my tongue until it bleeds and let them do it. So, love you, kids. See you tomorrow.